So now I received my newspaper. In Sindri, the newspaper comes late. It comes around 8:30. So that is very late. So now around 15 days ago I started to take the newspaper, Times of India. Now the news is winter thaw. India and China agrees on Kailash Yatra direct flights. It's a good news that the Kailash Yatra again it will start. They agreed. Both sides they agreed. Both nations back people-centering engagements. Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri with Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi in Beijing on Monday. After resumption of bilateral visits, India and China on Monday took significant people-centric measures to normalize ties as they agreed to resume the Kailash Mansarovar pilgrimage in 2025 and also consented in principle to restart direct flights. Oh, I think there was no direct flight to China from India and from China to India. So now again these flights will start between two countries. While India wanted the pilgrimage, which has remained suspended since 2020. Oh, when the coronavirus had come, that time the direct flight was suspended and still it was not started. Resumption of air service had been a long-standing Chinese demand. Okay, the announcement by India followed Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri's visit to Beijing during which is also called on Foreign Minister Wang Yi. The Chinese name is really very hard. Wang Yi. Kickstarting what promises to be series of substantive bilateral engagements that could accumulate potentially in a visit to China by PM Narendra Modi for SCO summit. The two sides agreed to resume existing dialogue mechanism step by step, addressing each other's concerns and priorities. Specific concerns in economic times like the trade deficit were discussed with a view of resolving these issues and promoting long-term policy transparency and predictability. The two countries also agreed to hold an early meeting of the India-China export level mechanism to discuss resumption of provision of hydrological data and other considerations pertaining to trans-border rivers. Okay, it's a good. Now the second news. Modi delighted to speak with my dear friend Trump. Okay, PM hails US praise second term in office. Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a telephone conversation with US President Donald Trump on Monday and said the two countries are committed to a mutually beneficial and trusted partnership. Describing Donald Trump, who took oath as US President earlier this month, as my dear friend, PM Narendra Modi said India and the United States will work together towards global peace, prosperity and security. The Prime Minister congratulated Trump on his second term in office. Delighted to speak with my dear friend President. Yeah, he is PM, so dear friends also PM or President from the other countries. It's so simple. Center to ditch divestment plans. Privatization of 9 state-run companies on hold, says report. This government was planned to disinvestment from the PSU companies to privatize them. The 9 companies include Madras Fertilizer Corporation of India, MMTC, and NBBCC also. Government is pouring billions into allying state-run firms after slowing ambitious disinvestment plan that were intended to reduce the role of the state in business. According to government sources and document reviewed by Reuters. What's the meaning of Reuters? Less than a month into 2025, New Delhi has planned to invest about 1.5 billion in financial rescue package of 2 state-owned firms after failing to sell them to private companies. It has also decided to put in ambience privatization of at least 9 state-owned units after opposition from relevant ministries. According to a document that detailed recommendation of government panel to set up identify privatization candidates, the document reviewed by Reuters did not cite reason for the decision. The 9 companies include Madras Fertilizer Corporation of India, MMTC, and NBCC. The document showed Housing and Urban Development Corporation, that was also identified for privatization, has now been exempted, implying it will not be sold, according to the document. Canara Bank Q3 quarter third profit grows 12% to 4,000 crores. Now, most of the PSU banks also are in profit. Now, their quarter 3 profit is around 4,000 crores. Means PSU banks also growing. Youth should take lead in debate on OEPM. One nation, one election. Oh, our PM wants that youth should take lead in debate on one nation, one election. The youth should take the lead in the ongoing debate on one nation, one election to ensure governance and development work are not disrupted every few months due to the polls. Yeah, it's right. And the country can move in the right direction. PM Narendra Modi said on Monday. Yeah, it's correct. Because within 6 months, sometimes 1 year, the election will come. Sometimes for state, sometimes local, sometimes central. So the election should be conducted at a single time of all the elections like states, centers. Three Ranchi district teachers honored.